The O.J. Simpson Trial. The O.J. Simpson trial was one of the most high-profile criminal trials in United States history. It took place in 1995 and was televised live, drawing millions of viewers from around the world. The trial centered around the murder of Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. In this article, we will explore the background leading up to the trial, the events of the trial itself, and its lasting impact on American society. Background. O.J. Simpson's rise to fame began in the 1960s and 1970s when he became a star football player for the University of Southern California and later for the Buffalo Bills of the National Football League, NFL. He was known for his speed and agility on the field and became the first player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season in 1973. After retiring from football in 1979, Simpson pursued a career in acting and television broadcasting. He appeared in several movies and TV shows, including the popular TV series, The Naked Gun. Simpson also became a successful pitchman, appearing in commercials for products ranging from rental cars to soft drinks. In 1985, Simpson married Nicole Brown, a waitress whom he had met in 1977. The couple had 2 children together and appeared to have a happy marriage at first. However, over time, reports of domestic violence began to emerge. Brown Simpson called the police on several occasions to report abuse by Simpson, and she filed for divorce in 1992. The years following the divorce were marked by continued conflict between Simpson and Brown Simpson. Simpson was charged with domestic violence in 1989, and Brown Simpson filed for a restraining order against him in 1993. Despite these issues, Simpson maintained his public image as a beloved celebrity and athlete. In June of 1994, Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman were found brutally murdered outside of Brown Simpson's home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Simpson quickly became the prime suspect in the murders, and he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The trial that followed would become one of the most famous in American history. The events of the trial. The O.J. Simpson trial was a highly publicized criminal trial that took place in Los Angeles from January to October 1995. The trial was presided over by Judge Lance Ito and was televised live, attracting millions of viewers from around the world. The trial was centered around the murder of Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman, who were found dead outside of Brown Simpson's home on June 12, 1994. The prosecution was led by Deputy District Attorneys Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, while Simpson was represented by a team of high-profile defense attorneys, including Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, and Robert Kardashian. The trial began with jury selection, which lasted for several weeks. The jury was eventually made up of 9 African Americans, 2 white individuals, and 1 Hispanic individual. The prosecution's case relied heavily on physical evidence, including DNA evidence, a bloody glove, and a bloody footprint found at the crime scene. The prosecution argued that Simpson had motive, opportunity, and means to commit the murders, and that the evidence pointed to his guilt. The defense team, on the other hand, argued that Simpson had been framed by the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, and that the evidence had been mishandled. The defense team suggested that the LAPD had a history of racism and had planted evidence to frame Simpson, who was a black man. They also argued that the bloody glove found at the crime scene did not fit Simpson's hand and had likely been tampered with. One of the most dramatic moments of the trial occurred when defense attorney Cochran had Simpson try on the bloody glove in court. The glove appeared to be too small for Simpson's hand, leading Cochran to famously declare, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." Other notable witnesses who testified during the trial included Simpson's former house guest, Kato Kalin, who gave contradictory testimony about hearing noises outside of Simpson's home the night of the murders, and LAPD detective Mark Fuhrman, who was accused of racism and lying under oath. Throughout the trial, there were several controversial decisions made by Judge Ito, including his decision to allow the jury to visit the crime scene and his decision to allow the defense to introduce evidence about the LAPD's racist history. After 9 months of testimony, the trial ended on October 3, 1995, when the jury delivered a verdict of not guilty on both counts of murder. The verdict was met with shock and disbelief by many, while others celebrated Simpson's acquittal. The trial had a profound impact on American society, highlighting issues with the criminal justice system and raising questions about race relations in the United States. The trial also sparked ongoing debate and controversy, with some continuing to argue that Simpson was guilty, while others maintain his innocence. Impact. The O.J. Simpson trial had a significant impact on American society and culture. Here are some of the key impacts. Race relations. The trial highlighted issues with race relations in the United States. Simpson's defense team argued that the LAPD had a history of racism and planted evidence to frame Simpson, who was a black man. This argument resonated with many in the black community, who saw Simpson as a victim of racism and discrimination. However, the trial also highlighted the racial divisions in America, with many white Americans feeling that Simpson had been acquitted despite overwhelming evidence of his guilt. Media coverage. The trial was one of the first high-profile trials to be televised live, attracting millions of viewers from around the world. The media coverage was intense and extensive, with news outlets providing 24-hour coverage of the trial. This coverage raised questions about the role of the media in shaping public opinion and the impact of sensationalized news coverage on the justice system. Criminal justice system. The trial highlighted issues with the criminal justice system, including the role of DNA evidence, the reliability of eyewitness testimony, and the impact of racism on criminal investigations. The trial also raised questions about the fairness of the justice system, with some arguing that Simpson received preferential treatment due to his celebrity status and wealth. Celebrity culture. The trial also had a significant impact on celebrity culture. Simpson was one of the most beloved celebrities in America before the trial, but the trial tarnished his reputation and made him a pariah in many circles. The trial also highlighted the power of celebrity in American society, with Simpson's wealth and fame giving him access to the best legal representation and resources. Legal profession. The trial had a significant impact on the legal profession, with many lawyers using the trial as a case study in trial advocacy and ethics. The trial also highlighted the importance of jury selection, with lawyers paying close attention to the demographics and biases of potential jurors. Overall, the O.J. Simpson trial had a profound impact on American society, culture, and the justice system. It raised important questions about race, media, justice, and celebrity, and its legacy continues to be felt to this day.